What the dog doing?
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. I don't need it.
Oh my god!
I need it!
Yes. Yes. Yes!
てめえこのクソビッチが！俺の特殊能力はじゃんけんに勝てる能力ってか！お前バカか！こんなもんでどうやってモンスターと。
Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Zach. Wait, what are you guys do? No, don't kill Ethan. He's my only assistant. Okay, thank goodness I revived him with Tevat fried egg in time. If not, I don't think he would have gotten the chance to reunite with his sister again. Well, okay, just to clarify, I pardon for my sudden disappearance since when? Almost 2 years ago? Well, then, no wonder you guys wanted to kill us. Wait, you guys don't miss us? Alright then. Anyway, so you pulled for Yelan and you're looking for guides about her. Well, if you found this video, you're either lucky or unfortunate enough to come to my channel, since I suck at making this kind of videos. Okay, enough playing. So let's start with the basics of her kit. Basically, her normal attack is just like any other character, which deals basic physical damage, and I don't recommend you do a physical build of her. If you do this, I will call a Yuga to molest you. And there goes her charge attack. If you aim long enough, she will deal elemental damage, just like any other bow characters. But in this case for Yelan it is hydro damage. But here comes the fun part. After you spend 5 seconds out of combat, and then when you aim, she will enter a breakthrough state which will greatly decrease 80% of her charge time, and she will deal AoE hydro damage based on Yelan's HP.
Okay.
And then there's her skill, which is pretty simple to explain. She's basically just like miHoYo with a bow. Well, I mean, if that's what Hoyoverse intended to make us think like that. Anyway, once you press her skill, she will enter in what I personally call swift mode. You want to run through the enemies while pressing and holding this skill. Which after that, once the skill ends, she will make 'em boom boom explode, and there you go, you got hydro damage and also the hydro particle energy. And then her elemental burst. They look kinda similar, don't they? Anyway, if you ever own and use miHoYo, you'll understand pretty much quickly. If you don't, then let me explain. When her burst is activated, see that dice right there? That's apparently called Exquisite Throw, which will follow your character around and will initiate a coordinated attack to enemies once your active character's doing a normal attack. And there goes her passive skill, Turn Control, which will increase Yelan's max HP based on how many different types of element your party has. Adapt with ease. This will basically increase your active character damage by 1%, increases 3.5% every second, can be increased up to 50%. That's pretty batshit crazy, right? And then this one.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Alright, on to the next part. Weapons. What's the best weapon for Yelan, you might ask? Well, what do you think? Alright, if you don't have that, you can use this. Okay, but in all seriousness though, if you accidentally pull this weapon like I did back when Staff of Homogatari run, you can use this since it increases elemental mastery and but if you still have neither of that, you can use Favonius Bow, since the energy recharge that it gives can give a great advantage for her burst to charge up faster. Alright, for her artifact, her BIS would be the Emblem of Severed Fate. 2-piece will increase ER by 20%, and 4-piece will increase elemental burst damage by 25% of energy recharge. Can be increased up to 75%, or if you are still early in the game you can use Noblesse Oblige. 2-piece will increase elemental burst damage by 20%, and 4-piece will increase all party members' elemental burst damage by 20% for 12 seconds. But this effect cannot stack, or if you haven't unlocked Inazuma, you can use the Tenacity of Malith with Noblesse Oblige. 2-piece of Tenacity of Malith will increase HP by 20%, and being paired with 2-piece of Noblesse will give you that extra burst damage bonus by 20%. Pretty neat, right? So for the artifact's main stat, basically it should be like this in order. You can either use crit rate or crit damage circlet depending on your crit ratio, or if fortune is not with you, you can use HP instead. As for the substats of your artifacts, it would be ideal to have these. For the party, personally it would be best if you guys have the following team types.
Nope.
So personally, I think Yelan is very viable in every team as long as you know how to use her right. You can even combine with almost any team and still get insane amount of damage. But yeah, don't do that. So it comes to the final conclusion. Should you pull for her?